Hey there and good morning. It is a Wednesday morning. Is that right? I think it's Wednesday morning. I am happy to be here with you guys this morning with y'all. So we're going to talk about overeating because it sucks. Overeating sucks. It makes you feel horrible and it's just no fun. It doesn't help us get to our goals. It does not provide any kind of movement forward to those goals. So I wanted to talk about those today. We've actually been talking about this for the last couple weeks every Wednesday, because I think it's a big issue, especially in our world. So it looks like we're good to go on the page. And so when you come in, I would love for you, whether you're popping in right now on live or watching the replay, to just post below where you're watching in from so I know where you are. And post below also number 1 through 3, 1 being the least, 3 being the highest, on how much you struggle with overeating. Because I want to know that I'm not alone here, and so do other people. I go back and forth with this struggle, so I want to talk about it. But first, my name is Lindsay Ali, and I am a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom, a cake decorator turned health, fitness, and business coach, and I love learning, but also teaching. So whatever I learn, I just want to share with other people out there who may need a little inspiration and a little help in your struggle. So hopefully this adds value to you. And if it does, I would love a like, share, and comment, and tag someone who needs to hear it. So overeating. Overeating is such a struggle for me. And if it is for you, let me know below. Is it 1 through 3? How much do you struggle with it? Very little, number 1. Number 3, you need an intervention. Sometimes I'm doing good and I'm just not even feeling bad or like I'm eating too much, and then all of a sudden, boom, it hits. And there's a couple reasons for that. 1, we could be eating too fast, just shoveling it in, and we don't allow our brain enough time to send signals down to our stomach to say, hey, or whichever way, if it's opposite, sorry. We don't allow the signals to get to where they need to go to say, hey, I'm full. It takes, I think I read somewhere, and don't quote me on this, it takes like 15 minutes maybe before our body tells itself that, hey, I'm full, stop. And so if we're just shoveling it in, there's no time for that signal to get put out and get to where it needs to go in the brain to tell us stop. So we could be eating too fast. 2, we could be eating foods that do that to us, the wrong foods for our bodies. Or I tend to notice it a lot with wheat or bread or dessert. I could be just simply satisfied, and then I go for the dessert, and it just puts me over the top. And a lot of times it's a bread type of dessert and sugar. So I struggle with that. I go back and forth because I struggle with overeating sometimes, and then other times I struggle with not eating at all or enough because I'm too busy and I just can't make myself stop and go eat something. So whichever spectrum you're on, I'm talking to those who struggle with overeating, and food has power over you. Some people can't relate to this, and that's okay. I'm not talking to those people. But if you struggle with food and food has power over you and you overeat, whether it be at a restaurant, at home, or you're in the pantry stuffing donuts and cookies so that no one else can see, this is for you. I've got 3 tips for you that we need to do in order to help prevent this overeating. And hopefully this will help you. So number 1, we need to get all the trigger foods out. We need to take them out. So for me, a trigger food is ice cream. Oh my gosh, I can eat ice cream all the time. And if I have a gallon of ice cream in the freezer, I could potentially eat that whole thing, sharing very little, if any, of it with the family before they even know that I bought it, if they ever find out that I bought it. That is a huge trigger food for me. However, there could be Oreos in the pantry for weeks and I not touch it. It's not calling my name. My trigger food that does call my name every single day when I have it in the house is ice cream. So keep that trigger food out of the way and not in sight. Hide it if you have to have it in your house, but best case scenario, it's not even in your house at all. Because if it is, we are creatures of habit. What we want, we want. What we see, we want. What we know is there, we want. And we overeat. And of course, some foods are more tempting than other foods. So keep those foods that you cannot control yourself with out of the house and far away from even the potential of you going after them. It's better to keep those healthy foods like fruits and vegetables and, whatever kind of mixture you have created to so like I have a salad that I like to create with a whole bunch of different veggies. And I hate veggies, but I love, love, love this. It's like I grind up purple cabbage and zucchini and squash and carrots and celery, and I put an apple in there and a little bit of shredded cheese, and then I have this like coleslaw type dressing that I mixed up with. It's delicious. So I have that ready to grab versus the other stuff. And you just have to find your stuff that's healthy that you like to go for and you like to grab. Okay, so that's the first one I think that we really need to focus on is getting the trigger foods out of the way. That will help prevent us from overeating, whether it's overeating at a meal or stuffing our face in the pantry behind closed doors or when someone walks out of the room. Been there, done that. All right, so number 2 is we need to practice mindful eating. So meal prep, and if you don't get meal prep in and you're eating without meal prepping first, then you need to practice mindful eating. And all of that is just simply paying attention to what you eat and pushing out the negatives or the lies that come into your head, like, oh, it's okay, you can eat this, you've been doing good, or reward eating, which is that you've been doing good, you deserve this, or it's just one time, you get back on track next time, which you can. But if you tell yourself that with every meal and you're cheating with every meal, it's not so good. And this is for people, again, who are struggling with nutrition, who have goals, who need to lose weight, who need to get healthier, but food has power over you. And you just simply can't say, oh, I just try not to worry about that kind of stuff in my life and just eat what I want when I want. This is for someone who is struggling to get back on track, who needs to lose weight, who needs to get healthier now, but food controls your mind. That's who I'm talking to right now. So we need to practice mindful eating. And 3, we need to plan, research, and pack. I was trying to think of a short way to condense it. Plan, research, and pack is what we need to do. So we need to have meal prep. If we're not meal prepping and we're going out to eat, then we need to plan. So we're either planning with meal prep or planning as we go out to eat. This is what I used to do, and I honestly need to get back to it more often. Planning the meal prep. If I'm not doing that, I'm going out to eat. I need to plan my out to eat. Can I have say in where I'm going? Most of the time, yeah, probably. So I need to pick a place that I know has something healthy on the menu that I can get and not stray far from my boundaries. If I'm not picking the place and I don't have a say over that, then what I need to do is, in either instance, I need to get online. Most places have their menu online that you can go and you can research what their menu has and what you can get before you even step foot in the restaurant. Because as soon as you step foot in there, you start getting all the smells and it just smells so delicious. And then you start lying to yourself and you want to cheat. Again, this is for not those who are like, oh, I'm not worried about my weight, I'm not worried about my health. I'm talking to you guys who really want to get to your goals, who really want to lose weight, who really want to feel better and have more energy, but you're not getting there for some reason because food is controlling you. That is who I'm talking to right now. The smells will convince you to start lying to yourself to justify why it's okay to break your boundaries with your nutrition, therefore not allowing you to move further towards your goals. So you need to plan meal prep or plan for the menu and pick something before you ever even get there. And when you get there, don't even open up the menu and start looking at other things that sound so good, smell so good because it's in your nose. Okay, so that's the research. Plan, research. So research that, where we're going out to eat. And then pack. So if you're meal prepping at home, pack it up in easy to grab containers so you can just grab and go. If you're at a restaurant, pack up half your meal. If you are staying on track and you're sticking to your portions, then great. If you know that you're eating healthy, but the portions are too large, then you need to pack up some of that. Just what I used to do is just ask for a to-go box as soon as it was put, the plate with food was put in front of me. Can I have a to-go box? I half it, I put it in there. And you could even probably try to ask them to half it in the kitchen and put it in there for you, because there's something in our minds that when we see what's on our plate and we eat it all, we feel like, oh, I've had so much. But that same amount is on our plate doubled, and we half it and get rid of it. It's like, oh, I'm so full, but I'm so hungry because I could have had that half. Like, I know it's there and I want it and I'm not as full. It's some kind of thing in our mind. It's what I used to struggle with. But so you can ask them to do that. But I really did well with just packing it up myself. And if you are having a quote unquote cheat meal, then pack it up. If it's too much, enjoy your cheat meal with a, moderation type of attitude. And I've done a series on it, is everything in moderation good or bad? So check that out in the album section, because I think that it has good, positive things that go along with it, but also can have some negative effects on us. We have to be careful with how we do that moderation. So check out that whole series in the album section of this page, and the rest on overeating is also in there as well for you, easy to find. Just go to the video section. And so that's it. We need to get rid of our trigger foods. We need to have mindful eating, and we need to plan, research, and pack. Those are my tips for you today. If you struggle, again, these are for people who are not just going about life, not really focusing on getting healthier, not really focusing on a weight loss goal that they need to get to. Those people don't relate to those of us who struggle with nutrition, struggle with food, that food calls out to them and controls their mind and doesn't allow you to keep going and to keep moving. So that's who I'm talking to right now. If that doesn't apply to you, that's okay. I'm not necessarily talking to you right now, but you may have someone in your life that can relate to this, that food is a huge struggle for them. That is who needs to hear this message. So if you thought that this added value to you or could add value to someone else, please like, share, comment, and tag them in this post, because I guarantee you there are people out there who really struggle with this. And those are the people that I really would like to reach with this message. So if you need more help, more guidance, mentorship, accountability, and support as you go through trying to rid your mind of the power that food has over you, please reach out. I am working on an awesome project right now that's really going to help shift your mindset from the I can't to the I will and I am doing this attitude, and I want to share it with those of you who need it. So reach out if you really need this. I've got that program in what's it called? That goes along with a full-on health and fitness program, plan, nutrition plan, and it's going to help. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I want to share it because I feel like it's my responsibility, because if you're struggling and I have a solution for you, reach out and let's see what your goals are, where you want to go, and if you and I are right fit for each other to work together. So anyway, if you are watching the replay or you're on live, had some kind of hop on and off here, post your questions below, or post something that you're struggling with that I can touch on and share in another video, so that we can just spread more help and support and accountability for everyone. And that's all. So y'all have a great Wednesday. It's midweek. So if you're one who has checked or made goals at the beginning of the week, this is a great time to just reevaluate where you stand with those goals. Are you going to make it on Friday to hit your goals, or are you needing to adjust and change some things to hit those goals, or to get as close to those goals as possible in case you kind of missed the boat the last couple of days? Great day to reevaluate and hit those goals. Good luck to you on your health and fitness journey, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.